Tonight at 5, a trial that never began. A closer look at a settlement that was reached between Fox News and Dominion Voting Systems.
Plus, Dane County officials are asking parents to think twice before physically disciplining their children.
And a new Boys and Girls Club set to open in Portage this summer. What organizers hope it will offer the community. You're watching News 3 Now at 5. After Monday's snowfall, you may be looking to tuck away your snowblower for the season.
But a new bill in the state assembly would ensure that you don't have to tuck away your gas-powered machine for good, as political reporter Will Keneally explains. Will?
Well, Eric and Susan, this is in response to what we've seen in other states that have either instituted a statewide or local ban on gas-powered appliances, including things like mowers or snowblowers. Now, the bill up for the vote in the assembly today would make sure that local governments in Wisconsin, cities or counties, couldn't institute those kinds of bans.
These bills are unnecessary. These bills are really a solution that is looking for a problem that does not exist.
I think just allowing the consumer to decide what type of vehicle they want to drive, whether it's electric or gas or anything else that's out there, we need to make sure we give them options, and I think this bill just protects that.
The GOP mantra used to be, oh my goodness, the Democrats want to take our guns away. Now it's, oh my goodness, the Democrats want to take our gasoline away. That is not true. We're not anywhere near having an EV revolution.
Now, Republicans also argued that Wisconsin's energy grid would not be able to withstand a big jump in energy demand if a ban was put in place. Now, again, this is more in reaction to other states' bans, nothing specific happening in Wisconsin. Now, this bill was approved along party lines and now heads to the state Senate. Reporting from the Capitol, Will Keneally, News 3 Now.
Will, thank you. Let's get a look at the weather now. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti is on the weather patio. All the snow is gone today. Hi, Gary.
At least around here it's gone. There are still other parts of the state where it's around. If you look at the visible cloud track, you can see exactly what I'm talking about, that white spot right in the middle, kind of shrinking with time, but that's snow on the ground because skies have been clear all day today. So you can see that snow cover from La Crosse northward toward Eau Claire, gradually shrinking, but still, when you have almost 2 feet of snow on the ground, it's going to take a while to melt some of that, but a good portion of it has. Doppler track right now, free of precipitation across the state, but tomorrow we'll see some showers and thunderstorms and maybe even an outside threat of a strong to severe thunderstorm. Hail probably being the main threats as temperatures will remain pretty cool for the most part. Low temperatures this morning here in Madison dropped just below freezing, but notice over that snow cover to the north and west, temperatures were in the teens up toward Camp Douglas and Black River Falls. Current temperatures, again, held down because of the snow cover up there, mainly in the 40s, but across the rest of southern Wisconsin, temperatures are in the 50s, including close to the Lake Michigan shoreline. Here in Dane County, 54 right now in Middleton, 55 in Verona, and 54 in Sun Prairie. Look for skies to be partly cloudy this evening, temperatures dropping into the lower 40s. We'll see rain chances develop either later tonight or early tomorrow morning. I'll time those out for you in just a few minutes.
All right, Gary, thank you. Today, Madison's new Common Council alders were sworn into their roles.
The collective body of city leaders is being regarded as one of the most diverse in city history. Our Catherine Merck joins us live now outside the City County building with more from today's first meeting for this new council. Catherine.
Eric and Susan, nearly half of this council is new to their job. At today's meeting, older outgoing council members welcomed the new people coming into the roles, and re-elected alders welcomed this diverse new board. One of the new council members includes the city's first transgender alder. She shared her excitement for her role to improve the city and be a voice for her district.
You have a more diverse team, you come up with different ideas, and I think that'll be a big strong point for the council going forward as we move into this cycle and get stuff done.
Elected elders represent.
Along with the council swearing in, a new Common Council president and vice president were elected. The council will meet again tonight at 6:30. Reporting live in Madison, I'm Catherine Merck, News 3 Now.
Catherine, thank you. We are learning new information about a shooting and police chase that happened on Madison's east side this morning. Around 5 a.m., dispatchers received a report about a person in a car shooting at another vehicle. Madison police tried to stop that vehicle, but the driver sped off. A Monona Police Department K-9 officer later found the suspect vehicle near Milwaukee Street at Meadowlark Drive. After a chase, officers used tire deflation devices to stop the vehicle. 5 people ran from the car, but 4 were caught and taken into custody. 1 person remains at large. And now to the village of Dane, where investigators have identified the man who died in a crash yesterday afternoon. Deputies say 52-year-old David Esser died after another driver ran a stop sign hitting his SUV. Esser was pronounced dead at the scene. A 22-year-old Lodi man was arrested following the crash and is now facing charges.
An 84-year-old white man is now facing charges for shooting a black teen who came to his Kansas City home by mistake. Meanwhile, in New York, a similar wrong address shooting ended in a young life lost and a homeowner charged with murder. Laura Aguirre has the latest on these dangerous encounters.
2 states, 2 address mix-ups, 2 people shot. Kansas City teen Ralph Yarl out of the hospital but recovering at home from 2 gunshots. His family says his physical healing is just the beginning.
He's going to forever have a scar on his head that's going to remind him that I was shot because of the color of my skin.
Police say 84-year-old Andrew Lester faces felony charges in the shooting. Yarl came to Lester's house April 13th by mistake to pick up younger siblings. In a probable cause statement, Lester says he fired because Yarl was touching an exterior front door handle. Yarl told police he never pulled on the door and didn't speak to Lester. The shooting sparking outrage in the community as many walked in unity Tuesday demanding justice for Yarl and his family. 20-year-old Kaylin Gillis in rural upstate New York killed Saturday when the car she was riding in turned into the wrong driveway.
So there's absolutely no reason for this man to come out on the deck and shoot at the vehicle, especially when they're leaving.
That man, 65-year-old Kevin Monahan, is now charged with second-degree murder. Monahan's attorney tells CNN that his client has no trespassing signs posted, and he felt threatened.
You know, they were turning around, leaving, so there certainly was no threat. So, I'm hopeful that we'll be able to get a successful prosecution.
I'm Laura Aguirre reporting.
Monahan's defense attorney also says his client called him when police came to his door after the shooting and that Monahan wasn't aware that he hit anybody when he fired his gun.
An expected trial between Fox News and Dominion Voting Systems was set to begin today, but that trial never happened. Lawyers for both sides ended up agreeing to a settlement. Fox News agreed to pay Dominion more than $787 million in damages. The company issued a statement saying, quote, "We are hopeful that our decision to resolve this dispute with Dominion amicably instead of the acrimony of a divisive trial allows the country to move forward from these issues." Dominion had been seeking $1.6 billion in damages, saying Fox knowingly aired false claims about their voting machines in order to boost ratings.
I was preparing today to give the opening that I never got to give. I was reminded of the hell that the Dominion employees went through and continue to go through to this day. Money is accountability, and we got that today from Fox.
Fox repeatedly aired claims from then President Trump's attorneys saying Dominion helped rig the 2020 presidential election for Joe Biden. Fox says the network's coverage of the election was reasonable because the election rigging claims were newsworthy.
The American reporter being held in Russia accused of espionage was in court today, but remains behind bars. Wall Street Journal reporter Evan Gershkovich was denied bail pending an investigation and trial. The 31-year-old was arrested last month, accused of trying to obtain classified information about a Russian arms factory.
The charges against Evan are baseless, and we call on the Russian Federation to immediately release him.
Some analysts believe the Russians are holding Gershkovich until a swap can be made for another prisoner, similar to what happened to basketball star Brittany Griner.
As millions mark Holocaust Remembrance Day, a new campaign in Israel is making sure younger generations don't forget the horrors of history. Some of Israel's top gamers have teamed up with Holocaust survivors to share their stories using Call of Duty World War II game maps that show authentic locations from the horrors of the Holocaust. Those now in their 90s walk the younger generation through one of the world's darkest chapters.
Almost all my family has been killed. The last thing they always say to us is, do not forget us and remember.
Rohit says he hopes opening young people's eyes to a painful past will lead to a future full of understanding. The gaming sessions are being streamed on social media sites to reach as many people as possible.
Buffalo Bills safety Damar Hamlin could soon be back playing on the field. The team's general manager says Hamlin has been cleared to resume football activities. Earlier this year, the 25-year-old went into cardiac arrest. Who could forget, after making a tackle in a game against the Cincinnati Bengals. Doctors and trainers administered CPR and used a defibrillator on the field to resuscitate Hamlin before he was taken out of the stadium in an ambulance. The Bills say 3 separate specialists have all agreed Hamlin can resume full activities. He's been participating in voluntary off-season workouts this week.
New at 5, production of the Alec Baldwin movie Rust is set to resume Thursday in Montana. In 2021, cinematographer Helena Hutchins was killed in a prop gun shooting on the film's New Mexico set. The movie is to be completed as part of a settlement agreement between parties involved. Baldwin and armorer Hannah Gutierrez-Reed are facing involuntary manslaughter charges. Baldwin has pleaded not guilty. An attorney for Gutierrez-Reed has said she will also plead not guilty. Baldwin and director Joel Souza, who was shot and injured in that shooting, are expected to return to finish the project, according to Rust Movie Productions. Coming up, Gary tells us about possible storm chances this week.
Plus, exciting news for the Portage community as that community plans to open its first Boys and Girls Club. We'll have details after the break. And later, Starbucks workers in downtown Madison are moving one step closer to unionizing. We'll have that story and more tonight at 6.
And not a lot of change in Tuesday trading on Wall Street. The Dow falls just 10.5. The Nasdaq marginally lower as well, down 4. The S&P adds 3.5. We'll be right back.
It's a brand new day.
Don't let junk get in the way. All you have to do is point.
And you'll be back to your old self again.
Yeah!
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Or visit 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.
Create the ultimate backyard getaway with 11% off everything at Menards. We have the best selection of decking, blocks, grills, and outdoor furniture to transform your yard from ordinary to extraordinary. Head to the garden center and check out all the plants and soils you need to keep your garden growing strong. Add a finishing touch with a 6-piece patio set, just $499.99 after 11% rebate. Save big money on your next project now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
There are so many things we take for granted, and along with them, sometimes we take the people who depend on them for granted too. How can they survive with record increases in their basic cost of living, and through no fault of their own, they're being left behind? If you or someone you know needs a hand up, our energy and water providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
Cheers.
Cheers.
To your big promotion.
And to your new house. I know.
What? I guess you had to move fast in this market.
Right? Best thing I did was get a pre-approval from Summit. Once I knew my budget, I only looked at homes I could make a serious offer on.
And how's construction going on your place?
1 month left.
Must be stressful.
Actually, no. I'm working with Summit too, and they've been great about answering all my questions and guiding me along. It's been easy.
Whether you're building or buying a home, Summit Credit Union is here to help.
Make a move in the most electrifying Honda vehicles yet. Like the CR-V and Accord, with available hybrid powertrains designed for more responsive performance and more advanced tech. When you drive a Honda, you're driving with the 2022 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand. Get moving and find the Honda for you. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
It's a brand new day.
Don't let junk get in the way. All you have to do is point.
And you'll be back to your old self again.
Yeah!
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Or visit 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.
A high-speed chase creates some tension between the Madison and Monona police departments. Why those agencies are butting heads. And after Madison Starbucks employees petition to unionize, we examine why so many local workplaces are joining that growing trend. That's tonight at 6.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather. Trust the experience of Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti and the First Warn Weather team to help you plan your day and alert you whenever and wherever you need it. First Warn Weather, keeping you ahead of the storms. You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Michael Johnson, the CEO and president of the Boys and Girls Club of Dane County, was honored as a hometown hero by the State Assembly this afternoon. Under Johnson's leadership, generous contributions increased the organization's assets from $4 million in 1999 to over $25 million this year. Representative Sheila Stubbs from Madison nominated Johnson and called him a true hero for children and families across Dane County, even extending into Walworth County.
And the city of Portage has a new Boys and Girls Club set to open next month. Last Thursday, the organization held a ribbon cutting for the facility that is being housed at the former Rush Elementary School. Right now, finishing touches are being made to make the conversion ready for after-school activities. COO Kyle Crosby says the process of bringing a location to Portage has been a challenging but rewarding one for a long overdue addition to Columbia County.
It takes fundraising to get this off the ground. We had to raise 2 years operating capital to get started, which was $300,000. And so you have to have some capital to start, a facility, and then from there we hire some staff and we get to work.
Now, there are still a few things to get done before the doors can open May 1st, and that includes training staff, repairing a few light fixtures, and painting the walls. Once the Portage Club is open, the Boys and Girls Club will have 200 locations across Wisconsin. It's operated in the state since back in 1887. Dane County officials are urging parents to think twice before physically disciplining their children. That message comes as part of a new public service announcement. A 2016 study found that physical punishment of children only led to increased disobedience and aggression. It could also lead to possible physical and mental health problems later when they become adults. The PSA is part of Dane County District Attorney Ishmael Ozan's No Hit Zone initiative.
A piece of political history is at the center of a controversy in Ripon. The former school known as the birthplace of the Republican Party may be losing its historic designation. Yesterday, the schoolhouse was moved after Ripon's Chamber of Commerce sold its land to the Boys and Girls Club. It is still the birthplace of the Republican Party, but according to a letter from the State Historic Preservation Office, the new move isn't appropriate and wipes the schoolhouse from the National Register and National Historic Landmarks.
We want to help rest assured everyone that the Ripon Chamber of Commerce is deeply committed to the preservation, the protection, and the promotion of this really important national treasure.
According to Chamber Executive Director Mandy Kimes, they received approval by the state to move the schoolhouse and expected the National Register to approve. While the Chamber awaits its appeal to the National Register, work continues on plans to turn the new location into a museum. All right, let's get a check on the weather today. Nice to see the sun, a little chilly, but big change from yesterday. Hi, Gary.
Hi, and we'll see another change for tomorrow. 3 things you need to know in the forecast. Look for showers and thunderstorms to return for both tomorrow and Thursday. Temperature, it also will be breezy through the weekend. In fact, Thursday just downright windy, but we'll also see chilly weather return by the weekend with high temperatures back into the 40s. Doppler track right now, quiet across Wisconsin. We've had lots of sunshine today, very little in the way of cloud cover. But tomorrow, the severe weather outlook from the Storm Prediction Center has a marginal or level 1 risk for isolated severe thunderstorms into southwestern Wisconsin. Hail, I think, would be the main threat since temperatures will be fairly cool, mainly in the 50s to the north of a warm front. Now, on Thursday, the severe weather threat appears to be south of us, at least with their latest outlook. I wouldn't be surprised if I see that area shift northward because temperatures may get up into the middle 60s, maybe close to 70 down toward the Illinois state line. And that would be warm enough for a little better chance for some strong to severe thunderstorms. River flood conditions continue, and they will continue for a while longer. Much of the Mississippi River now under flood warnings for potential moderate to major flooding, basically from the Twin Cities all the way southward to the entire state of Iowa. Much of the Wisconsin River now under flood warnings, the Wolf River in northeastern Wisconsin, and additional rainfall, especially to the north, isn't going to help things. Perhaps 1.5 inches to 2 inches over much of northern and central Wisconsin. This area shifted northward a little bit, but again, heavier thunderstorms could make a difference. Some areas, some localized areas could, looks like, okay. my microphone. Okay, do we sound better? There we go. But anyway, we could see heavier amounts in some of the heavier thunderstorms over southeastern Wisconsin, so the precipitation here will be a little bit more spotty. But as we look at weather track, upper level winds right now are from the northwest. They'll become southwesterly, and then this developing storm system will move eastward. It'll move through far enough to the north that it'll keep us on the warm side of things so we don't have to worry about snow, but again, the potential might be there for some strong to severe thunderstorms. Plan your night, look for a low of 38 in Middleton, 40 in Mount Vernon, maybe a shower chance by morning. Across the rest of southern Wisconsin, low 41 in Monroe and 41 in Platteville with showers out toward the Mississippi River by tomorrow morning. Tomorrow, cloudy, breezy, and cool. Mainly morning showers and thunderstorms with a high temperature of 50. On future track, this begins a little after 2 a.m. You can see the first batch of showers and thunderstorms coming in from the west. They'll move through mainly during the morning hours. Temperatures will stay cool, mainly in the 40s. So again, that would limit the severe weather potential. We get into mid-afternoon, temperatures up around 50, a bit of a break. Then some spotty showers and thunderstorms into the evening. Maybe another round, like around 2 a.m. into early on Thursday morning. We'll have to watch out from mid-morning through early afternoon on Thursday as the cold front comes through for a couple of rounds of thunderstorms. And again, with temperatures in the 60s, the severe weather threat might be a little higher. By 8 p.m., most of the activity is gone and temperatures already start to cool off. But the rainfall amounts, again, quarter to half inch in most areas, but heavier amounts and heavier thunderstorms to the north and west. That's where the more widespread, heavier rains will be. Our first warned 7 to 10 day forecast. From 65 on Thursday back into the mid-50s Friday and only in the 40s for the weekend with some shower chances Saturday, maybe mixed in with a few flakes of snow. Temperatures rebound back into the lower 60s by the middle and latter parts of next week with some rain chances toward the end of the week. As we check out first warned traffic this afternoon, here's the view of the Beltline at Rimrock Road. Traffic slowing down on the eastbound side. We're seeing delays now from around Monona Drive back to around Park Street as far as travel times in the Beltline. 19 minutes on the eastbound Beltline, 14 minutes on the westbound Beltline between University Avenue and I-3990. Heading out of Madison, 24 minutes from the Beltline to Janesville on I-3990, 16 minutes from Middleton to Sauk City on US 12, and downtown to Sun Prairie on East Washington Avenue and US 151 takes you 17 minutes. That's your News 3 Now first warned traffic.
Gary, thank you. Today, Dane County became the 4th county in the U.S. now using 100% renewable electricity at all county facilities. This after the completion of the Yahara Solar Project. The installation of 33,000 solar panels at a 90-acre solar farm site in Cottage Grove will reduce climate-changing greenhouse gas emissions equivalent to those produced by more than 5,000 vehicles.
Whether it's doing a renovation or putting solar panels or efficiency on an existing building, or if you're constructing a new building, again, especially with the new incentives now, you can go with clean energy for the same or often less cost than dirty energy.
That project will produce enough electricity to power more than 3,000 Dane County homes. Next at 5, amid a labor dispute, why production on some of your favorite shows may soon be put on hold. That story just ahead.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Are record high energy and water costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? While you may not ask for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to be without heat, water, or power. For a hand up, apply today.
Okay, I think we're all aware that most cell companies only give you the lowest price when you sign up for multiple lines.
What? Multiple lines?
Hello? Yeah, one sec. But US Cellular gives you just one line for $29.99 with unlimited data.
Just one line with unlimited data.
So you don't have to get more lines than you need.
No, you hang up.
Are you even listening, guy who never looks up from his phone?
Oh, not for me, I just say it.
Okay, so no, you're not listening.
Get one line for $29.99, plus we'll give you an extra $200. US Cellular, built for us.
Dad always said I was special, that I would do something big someday. But for a while, we were just worried about getting to tomorrow. At UW Health, we found the team that made it their mission. Not just to get me through the day, but to give me a new life and a new kidney. Now my future is infinite. UW Health. Remarkable.
This is how legends are made.
Chevy Silverado and new Silverado HD. Choose your own path with the #1 best-selling retail full-size pickup and see where it takes you. Find new roads. It's Chevy truck season. Get 0% financing plus make no monthly payments for 90 days on all 2023 Silverado 1500 pickups. Or current Chevy owners get $3,750 total cash allowance on all 2023 Silverado pickups with a turbo high-output engine. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
When an appliance you rely on goes kaput, you can count on family-owned Brothers Maine, Southern Wisconsin's local appliance authority since 1938. With thousands of in-stock options, we have the brands you want at the lowest prices guaranteed. Even big box can't beat our prices. Our experienced team of appliance experts will help you make the right selection, and we deliver it fast and free to your home. What you need when you need it. Shop appliances you can bring home today at our Madison and Janesville showrooms. Feel like family. Brothers Maine.
Community is helping each other, making sure your neighbor is taken care of. At Lake Ridge Bank, community is who we are. We take pride in being a community bank, strengthening relationships and investing in the places we come from. It's why we are who we are. Lake Ridge Bank. Go far, go together.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Hollywood on hold. Production of many of your favorite shows and film series could soon come to a screeching halt.
The Writers Guild of America has voted overwhelmingly to go on strike if no labor deal can be reached before a May 1st deadline.
Well, Mike Valerio explains what the writers are fighting for and what a potential strike would mean for your next binge watch.
A strike is a brutal thing.
For Writers Guild of America negotiators, a record 97.9% approval to authorize a strike is a major weapon at the negotiating table.
The unfortunate nature of our business is that everything that the Writers Guild has achieved, minimum compensation, pension and health benefits, residuals, has all come from either a strike or the real threat of one.
The WGA says the rise of streaming and the shortening of traditional TV seasons are making it difficult for members to make a living wage.
We're just looking to be fairly compensated for the value we create.
The Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers represents several major entertainment companies. They've released a statement reading in part, quote, "Our goal is and continues to be to reach a fair and reasonable agreement." On strike, shut it down! The last writer's strike came in 2007 and lasted 100 days, but today's landscape looks very different.
We were just catching up to production stoppages and COVID encumbrances.
The impact of a strike would reverberate from Hollywood backlots to America's living rooms.
What you're looking at is sort of shows that you are anticipating a season coming up with in the next few months could be delayed as much as a year, if not more, depending on how the strike plays out.
In Los Angeles, I'm Mike Valerio reporting.
And we're back with a final check of your First Warn forecast after a short break.
At Lawton Cates, being prepared and confronting every aspect of your injury case with honesty, integrity, and innovative solutions has earned us a reputation for excellence in representing the injured. Because at Lawton Cates, your life counts.
Fry Construction invites you to celebrate spring with our big spring thaw sale. We're talking about savings of 23%. Many of your neighbors already know how we strive to meet and exceed expectations with each and every project. That's why they voted us Best Roofer 3 years in a row. Experience the best of Madison for yourself with Fry Construction. Get on board with our spring thaw sale. Save 23% off gutters or insulation with any full roofing project. Schedule your consultation today at fryconstruction.com.
Do you suffer from chronic or severe back or neck pain? Did you know that there is now a treatment method available right here at Midwest Spine and Nerve Center that offers hope of avoiding spinal surgery for those suffering with bulging, herniated, or degenerative discs? Our therapies help reduce pain related to these conditions and have a high success rate in helping people just like you avoid back or neck surgery.
I've experienced low back pain for over 15 years. I had back surgery when I was 26 and had difficulties recovering. The doctors at Midwest Spine and Nerve Center have given me a new lease on life. I am now able to enjoy an active, pain-free lifestyle.
Call Midwest Spine and Nerve Center now to schedule a no-obligation consultation to see if our progressive pain-relieving therapies are right for you.
Trust your feet to Morgan's shoes.
Birkenstock ushers in a new collection with clean lines, easier than ever closures, and the most necessary footbed in your closet. Slide into Morgan Shoes and shop our new Birkenstock arrivals. See what's fresh for spring and summer. Birkenstock platforms and wedges, cork-powered sneakers, or up your game with our iconic men's and women's sandals.
Comfort with style. Trust your feet to Morgan Shoes.
Morgan Shoes, Hilldale.
Create your perfect room for entertaining, relaxing, and more with patio enclosures. Right now, get 25% off your sunroom. Plus, enjoy exceptional financing. Call today.
Patio enclosures.
We've got a lot of news to cover tonight. Teens in the U.S. are facing a mental health crisis. Tonight, expert psychologist Lisa Damour explains what parents can do if their kids are struggling. That and more news tonight on the CBS Evening News.
Gary rejoins us. Final check of the forecast.
Sunny out there today. That helped temperatures. There's a live view from the WISC TV Skycam looking to the west, and the Platteville Queen Bee Skycam radio Skycam looking to the northwest. Clear skies there. Current temperatures. You can tell where there's still a little snow on the ground. Temperatures are in the 40s north and east of La Crosse up toward Camp Douglas and Black River Falls. 53 at Madison here in Dane County. Temperatures mostly in the lower to middle 50s.
Gary, thanks. We're back at 30 minutes for News 3 now at 6. CBS Evening News coming your way next. Stay tuned.